Hey everybody, welcome to Dano Channel. I am Dano, and I'm back with another Star Wars 3 3/4 scale action figure. This is a mouthful. Action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at Director Orson Krennick. He was the bad guy from Rogue One. Well, one of the bad guys. Let's not forget Darth Vader. But I would say he was the main bad guy in Rogue One. He was the problem. So let's get right into this. Let's take a look at the outside of the box. Star Wars Rogue One logo. There's our Death Trooper with all the new branding. There's some artwork featuring Krennick. He looks good. Notice his little emblem on the side there. That does match what's in the package. We'll refer to that later on a different action figure, but just keep that in mind. There he is holding his blaster. I like the glisten. I like that little light glisten on the painting there. That's cool. Director Krennick, a bunch of numbers, ages 4 and up, Disney Hasbro. He comes with a blaster that he didn't have in the movie, which does... why? I don't get it. But he does have a blaster that does look very movie accurate. Now, just looking at the figure here, his eyes look a little buggy. They're a little big. I may actually attempt to repaint those. Maybe, maybe not. But let's take a look at the back of the box. We have a little blurb about the Star Wars Studio Effects app, as always. That's one of the cool things about this latest series, is all these toys have a little barcode QR thing that you can scan. So stay tuned through the video. At some point, I'll be putting it up. So you guys, if you have the app, you can pause this video and get the code for yourself without having to actually have the toy. So you're welcome. Let's read the little blurb about Director Orson Krennick. As Director of Advanced Weapons Research for the Imperial Military, Orson Krennick is obsessed with the completion of the long-delayed Death Star project. A cruel but brilliant man, Krennick has staked his reputation on the delivery of the functional battle station to the Emperor. Now, I like Krennick. I thought in the movie Krennick was awesome. There was one line, if you read the books or even listen to the audiobooks, there was one line when he was kind of getting in a fight with Grand Moff Tarkin, and his lisp comes through. If you've seen any of the Batman movie, was it Dark Knight Returns, the one with Bane in it? There's a scene where Ben Mendelsohn, the guy who plays Krennick, and Bane is there, like, kind of messing with him, and he has this, like, really, like, this lisp. And in the book for Rogue One, the book version, they mention in the scene where he's getting into it with Tarkin, and he's like, the bleachers have been filled. And, you know, he, like, really, like, they say in the book that he's hissing that line. So in that moment, when I first saw the movie, I was like, it's kind of weird that Director Krennic's, like really, there's a lot of spit involved. Like, he's really, like, lisping it up. Ben Mendelsohn does seem to have a little bit of a lisp in some of his other characters he's played. And it was just interesting that he was actually supposed to be hissing that. So I just thought that a little bit of trivia in case you didn't read the books. It's so good. He has such good lines where he's talking about, like, we stand in front of my accomplishments, not yours. And it's so good. I love Rogue One so much. I'm sure you can tell. The movie's not even out for home release yet, but I feel like I have it memorized. So let's see here. Let's get everything all set up, and we'll take a closer look at Mr. Krennick. Now, I do want to show you guys a character up close. So look at him. I gotta say, I don't like this gun. This gun is bulky. It's hard to get to actually stay in his hand, and I could seriously just do without altogether. I do like the cape. The cape is actually very soft and squishy, and it comes right off, but it does stay on when you need it to, so that's kind of cool. Let's see if I don't drop him here. Again, the face, he's a little buggy-eyed, but it is his likeness. It actually, the jawline, the way the mouth is, like, that looks a lot like Ben Mendelsohn, other than those eyes. And I get it, it's very detailed. It's not easy to paint eyes like that. But, I mean, as a whole, I think he looks really good. He's got those weird pointy, knobby knee thing going on with his pants. I didn't really notice that much in the movie. But, I don't know, maybe I wasn't looking at his pants. He does have a little holster for his blaster, and that looks really good. I like the way that's set up. And, you know, his little tunic thing, it does kind of move. And it's good. I like the cape. I like the way he looks. His hair is maybe a little light. It's more yellow. I think he's more of like a grayish color in the movie. You can tell by the artwork there, it's more of a gray color. But overall, I think he does look really good. I think he's a solid figure. Like I say, I'm glad to have him as part of, like, the arsenal, because now he'll look good, like, next to the Death Troopers. And I do have some Death Troopers and other figures here I'll be doing in future videos, so we'll see what he looks like next to all of them. Now, guys, I want to test out this little blaster thing. There's no instructions. It doesn't tell me how it's supposed to shoot, but I do know that it goes in there, and then I think I just push, No. Maybe I push down? No. Push up? No. Oh. Yeah, something. Okay, so it fires. It fires. But yeah, I think Krennick's a solid figure. I think he looks really good. Let's put him over here next to Bodhi Rook. I think he looks pretty awesome. Overall, pretty good figure. I don't know if I like him as much as Bodhi Rook, but we'll see. We'll get into more of these. Guys, if you like these, be sure to, hit that little thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think? Do you like Krennick? Do you think he was a good bad guy? Good bad guy. Yeah, that makes sense. I think he was a pretty good bad guy. I like him as a bad guy. If you read the book Catalyst, Star Wars Catalyst, it was like a supplement that goes along with Rogue One. It's kind of a prequel book. It goes into a little bit more of the story between Krennic and Galen Erso, and it was actually a really good read, so I recommend it. Again, if you want to find this on Amazon, there's always a link down in the description box below and a pinned comment. So if you buy anything on Amazon, it always goes to support the channel. I think that's it. I'm gonna let that go. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You know I love you. Until next time, may the Force have with you, and goodbye forever.